Now, members of Kidsgrove Rotary Club are celebrating after they've just won the club's Online Presence Award for Rotary International of Britain and Ireland for the work they've been doing with their website and other social media sites such as Facebook and Twitter. They're a small club comprising of 15 members, but who raise in excess of £20,000 annually for good causes. Clive Burrell is the club's social media officer and he joins me now. Clive, congratulations on that award. Just let's start by gauging your reaction first of all. How do you feel?
Absolutely brilliant. It's the first time it's been awarded in the UK from the Rotary International of Great Britain and Ireland. So it's a fantastic privilege and one that the clubs work really hard to get. And it's just been fantastic.
So what does it mean for Kidsgrove Rotary now that you've got this award?
I suppose it puts us on the Rotary social media map in some respects. So it's given us a lot more publicity. People are aware of what we're doing. And it just shows that we're heading in the right direction. Until a year ago, we didn't have much more than a website, which was really good. And from there, we've expanded, and the result is that we've won this award.
Indeed, and congratulations a second time. And let's just look now at the website and the work you've been doing with social media. Just give us a bit of a plotted history of how all this has come about.
So we've had a website for Kidsgrove Rotary for some time. And in the last sort of 12 months, we've looked at redesigning it, expanding the website through the work of Mick, one of our members, who's done a great job with that. But we realised that we were missing out a great deal on social media itself, so we didn't have any interactions on Facebook and Twitter, for example. So we set up a page on Twitter. We set up a page on Facebook, and a page on Twitter. And we started to talk about what we were doing. And we started putting pictures on of our events. And we just gradually started to create each page with its own identity. So the Facebook site was very much about an archive. The Twitter site was very much about live events. And then we started to expand and we thought, well, we're getting people following us on Twitter. We're up to about 126, 130 people now on Twitter. And we thought, well, we'll try YouTube. So we started to put little videos onto YouTube from our speakers, one of which actually is yourself, Dave. So you can take some credit towards our award, I think, because one of the.
Do you mean to say we had a hand in it? Do you mean to say we had a hand in you winning this award?
You may be able to take some credit there. Yes, your interview that you did with our President John Howe last year is actually one of the pieces that we featured on our YouTube site. So yes, you can say you did help us there. We expanded onto Google Plus as well, which has put us into contact with some other Rotary clubs in the UK and around the world. And we've started to look at LinkedIn. So we've got quite a large base of sites, but we're not really looking to expand much further than that. We want to consolidate what we've got and work with it. But there's quite a lot we do now, and it's all about us promoting the club in different ways to different parts of society through the websites and the social media that we run.
Were you up against a lot of stiff competition, do you know?
I don't know. I've not been told who we went up again, and I've not received any hate mail, so I'm guessing that it's been taken quite well and that there was some good competition out there. I gather there were quite a few who entered, having spoken to some of the people who were judging it at HQ, but I don't know how many. I don't know.
Which is quite interesting because you often wonder, well, how did we come to win?
Yeah, I suspect that's one of the things I heard that we'd won the award, and I thought, wow, that's amazing. We're not the biggest club on the planet, but we've got a lot of active members who are really enthusiastic about letting people know what we do. And this is just another aspect of what we do anyway. We've just found another avenue to let people know what's going on and what's happening. It's just brilliant for us all to have this kind of recognition.
And just out of interest, do you know if you're the only Rotary club in the area who has embraced social media in this way?
I don't think we're the only one that has embraced social media. There are a lot of clubs in the area around Stoke, Bleak, Alsager, and in the outer areas around Stoke as well who've got social media, but perhaps aren't using it as much as we are at the moment. And I think with the fact that this award has been quite widely recognised. I think more clubs are starting to take it on board. We've had clubs contact us and say, "Oh, we've set up a Facebook page. Can you help us with Twitter? Oh, we've done this page. What do you think?" So we've got a lot of people who are interested in really expanding what they're doing and taking it to the next level now.
How important has social media been to you then, since you've got involved with it?
I think we may have underestimated it in some respects following the awards. It seems to have been a lot more. It seems to have been a bigger impact than we thought. And we've been to district assembly, and it was one of the things that was mentioned that we'd won the award, and we got a lot of people talking to us because we've had a success with this. And a lot of people want to now take on our ideas. We've had some contact from other clubs looking at how we do things. And it's just really good to know that people are taking on board this stuff, because we know that for Rotary to move forward, we've got to embrace this kind of media, Philip. We've got to embrace social media. We've got to embrace Facebook, because that's where the next generation of Rotarians from Generation Y are going to be coming. They're the guys who are on the internet, who are looking at Facebook, who are looking at Twitter, and that's the kind of things that are going to draw them into Rotary. And if we can tell them what we're doing, then we've got this opportunity.
Absolutely, and I think it's going to have a positive impact overall on perhaps people approaching you for potential sponsorship as well, or support.
Absolutely, and I'll certainly plug us now, but if there are organisations out there that want to get in touch and want to find out more about us, or are looking at ways of possibly raising money, or looking at people to help them, then certainly, I mean, this social media and our website are certainly ways of getting in touch with us and finding out more. I mean, we've got an event coming up at the beginning of July, actually, Philip, which is our Gritstone Walk, which is a charity walk where you can come along. You can be sponsored to walk the event over a series of, I think it's 3, 7, 15 and 24-mile walks. You can choose the length you want to do. We marshal the event, we organise it, make sure everybody comes in, goes out, we don't lose anybody on the route round. But you can do the event and get sponsors for yourself, and raise money for whatever organisation you want to. So we've got that opportunity coming up, and we actually have a website for that as well, which has been set up by Mick, and is another example of how we're kind of expanding and going to be using our media, particularly this year online, to let people know about our events.
Well, we'll include your web address at the end of this interview, but just going back to the award itself, yes. What did you actually win?
So we have a nice big glass trophy, which is currently residing at home with myself, safely for the next 12 months. We've got to hand that back for the next recipient, whoever that will be. And then we keep a certificate as well. So we have a certificate which is ours to keep eternally to show that we've won the award.
Indeed. So something to be proud of then, really. Just looking at the club itself, I mean, I mentioned in my introduction, you are a small club comprising of about 15 members, but you raise on average every year about £20,000. That is some going, isn't it?
Absolutely. It's down to the members themselves, who are a really, really active group, and are always looking at ways of really kind of making some more money for the community. We have events through the year, so we have the bonfire, we have the Santa runs in December, which are events we do every year, and it's down to the guys who get out there, and we go out and find and get the money so we can help and support local events. Quite a few organisations. So we've recently raised money through the Easter appeal for North Staffordshire carers. We've raised money for local school projects. We've raised money for individuals who've needed specialist medical equipment. So there's quite a range of organisations and people that we've helped since we started in 1969.
And just finally, why did you decide to get involved with Rotary?
It was through my partner, actually. So we lived in Kidsgrove, and I wanted to do something else. I've been involved with charity organisations before, and was looking for something to do in my spare time that would be giving me something worthwhile to do. And in the Kidsgrove news, I'd spotted there was the Kidsgrove Rotary, and my partner Melissa said, "Why don't you go along and see what they're like?" And a year later, I haven't looked back. It's gone from strength to strength. But I would absolutely recommend it, particularly for anybody who is looking for something good to do. it's good. It's a really good organisation to get involved with, and you don't look back. You definitely don't.
Indeed. Well, Clive, thank you ever so much indeed for joining us this afternoon, and congratulations once again on winning that award.
Thank you again, Philip. Thank you.
No. Thank you very much. I was speaking with Clive Burrell, Kidsgrove Rotary's social media officer, about the award they've just won there. And if you would like to find out more information, you can visit their website, www.kidsgroverotary.org.uk. www.kidsgroverotary.org.uk.